Welcome back to our channel. Our topic for today is of Judicature written by Francis Bacon. Summarize this chapter through solving some questions which might ask you in exams. According to Bacon, what is the function of judges? According to Francis Bacon, the true role of judges is not to make or invent laws, but to interpret and declare the laws that already exist. Judges are like the living oracles of the law, whose duty is to speak only what the law says, not what they personally think it should say. Bacon stresses that judges should not act as legislators, because the power to make law lies with the sovereign and the parliament, not with the courts. Instead, judges are supposed to apply the law fairly, to protect justice, and to ensure that truth is upheld in every case. Bacon also lays down important qualities of judges. A judge should be impartial, patient, wise, and dignified in court. He should never let himself be influenced by personal anger, friendship, bribes, or pressure from powerful people. His duty is to listen carefully to both sides, weigh the evidence without prejudice, and deliver judgments in accordance with law and conscience. In short, Bacon sees the function of judges as the guardians of justice, whose responsibility is to maintain the purity of law and ensure that fairness prevails in society. What does the crutch do under pretext of exposition? Bacon is critical of the church because, in his view, it often overstepped its proper role in society. He explains that the true duty of the church is to give an exposition or explanation of divine laws, that is, to clarify the meaning of God's commandments and religious texts. However, under the pretext of exposition, the church often went beyond mere explanation and actually created new laws and rules. By doing this, the church took upon itself the role of a lawmaker, even though it only claimed to be interpreting existing laws. This was dangerous, according to Bacon, because it gave the church unnecessary and excessive power. When the church introduced its own opinions and enforced them as binding rules, it confused the difference between divine law, human law, and church-made regulations. Instead of simply clarifying God's word, it was in fact changing and adding to it. Bacon disapproved of this practice because it weakened the authority of true law and created a situation where religious leaders could control people in the name of interpretation. Thus, under the pretext of exposition, the church often misused its power to impose its will upon society. Cursed is he that removeth the landmark. To whom does the he refers to in this context? In this context, the he refers to corrupt judges or authorities who twist or manipulate the law for their own benefit or for the benefit of others. Such judges, according to Bacon, are like men who secretly move the stone boundaries of fields, stealing land that does not belong to them. Write short essays on the following topics. Independence of the judiciary. The independence of the judiciary is one of the most essential principles of justice. A judge must be free from all external pressures, whether they come from the government, influential citizens, political parties, or even public opinion. If judges depend on rulers or powerful individuals for their decisions, they will not be able to give fair judgments. Bacon points out that judges should give their verdicts according to the law and their conscience, not to please anyone. An independent judiciary ensures that every citizen, rich or poor, gets equal treatment before the law. Without independence, justice becomes a tool in the hands of the strong. Therefore, the independence of the judiciary guarantees the protection of rights and the rule of law in society. B. Sir Edward Coke. Sir Edward Coke was one of the most famous English judges and lawyers of the 17th century. He is remembered for his great courage in defending the principle that the king himself is subject to the law. At a time when monarchs believed in their divine right and absolute authority, Coke stood firm in insisting that no one is above the law. His judgments in the courts often limited the king's powers and protected the common law of England. In doing so, he laid the foundation for the rule of law, which later became a central principle of modern democratic governments. Bacon refers to Coke because his life and work show the importance of fearless and independent judges in maintaining justice. C. Solomon. Solomon, the biblical king of Israel, is often considered the model of a wise and just ruler. His judgments have become legendary examples of fairness and insight. The most famous story about Solomon tells of two women who came to him, each claiming to be the mother of the same child. Solomon, in order to test their truthfulness, suggested cutting the child in half and giving each woman a part. At once, the real mother cried out that she would rather give up her claim than see her child harmed. Solomon then knew who the true mother was and gave the child to her. This story shows Solomon's ability to combine intelligence, fairness, and humanity in his decisions. Bacon uses Solomon as a symbol of the ideal judge who acts with wisdom, compassion, and impartiality. Thank you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more legal insights. See you in the next one.